Welcome to Bruiser Bedlam. 1 hour of the toughest, roughest wrestling you'll ever see.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Sullivan, back again with my co-hosts, Denny Kass, one half of Team USA, as we welcome you to another great hour of Bruiser Bedlam. And just listen to some of the things we have in store for you today. Scott Rechsteiner from the past against the Great Wojo, a flag match. We'll talk more about that in just a second. One of the matches we received more requests for, Yukon Moose Cholak and the Kentucky Butcher, two of the biggest men ever to go at it in a professional wrestling ring at the same time. Also, Team USA will defend the belts against Muhammad Jihad Saad and Bulldog Don Kent. You will also see Cowboy Rex Bodie against one half of the Chicago Chain Gang. It'll be Master in there against Cowboy Rex Bodie. So, quite an hour. It all starts off with the flag match between Scott Rechsteiner. Back in the days when Rechsteiner still held the belt. Since that time, Wojo defeated Rechsteiner for the title. This particular time, though, the flag match. Now, as I remember, it was Cowboy Rex Bodie in Rechsteiner's corner, and Chris Carter in the Great Wojo's corner, each of them with a flag, and the rules are pretty simple. There are no rules except for the corner man who waves the flag first on behalf of his man, the man he represents, loses the match. In other words, when they wave the flag, that means my man gives up.
You know, personally, Terry, I don't like to be involved in these kind of matches because pins don't count. There can be no submission. There can be no count-out. You're relying on that man to wave the flag or not wave the flag, whatever the case may be. And if you look at this match and study the match, I think what you're going to see is that some of the animosity that's built up between Great Wojo and Carter may have been seated right here in this match.
Yeah, it all started way back here. Wojo, we've since found out, imparted very explicit instructions to Chris Carter that no matter what happens, don't wave that flag. And I recall very vividly several times during that match wondering, in watching Carter, as you could see that he sort of thought maybe it was time to wave the flag, yet he had these instructions from Wojo not to do it. Well, enough to talk about it. Let's go to ringside now and see Scott Rechsteiner and the Great Wojo.
A man who has certainly lost a lot of respect. Fans have lost a lot of respect for. This flag match here is underway for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Great Wojo pounding away with those forearms. There's the club on the back of Scott Rechsteiner, the world champion. Keep your eye on the seconds in the corner. The only way that this flag match can end is when one of the seconds waves the white flag, signifying that his man submits, signifying that his man has had enough. There's a boot that catches the former champion, the Great Wojo. These two have come a long way. We've seen a couple of oh, he caught him with a big clothesline.
I think Great Wojo is about 2 inches taller right now after that clothesline, Terry.
I think so. Drop kick by Rechsteiner puts Wojo down.
Look at that strength of Rechsteiner. He can just pick up Wojo like a sack of potatoes.
The Great Wojo being taken up for the suplex now, it looks like. There he goes, up and over, and smashed down on his back.
I think he touched the ceiling, Terry.
In for the count. Only a 2 count. In actuality, though, falls do not count in this match, Sam. The only way the match can end is with...
Wave that flag, right?
Yeah, exactly. That means that one or the other has got to... Oh, beautiful move. Sort of a variation of the flying head scissors. Again, falls don't count, so there will be no pin.
Rechsteiner's got so much great technique. Fantastic.
Uh-oh. Well, again, I'm so conditioned to the pinfall thing that...
Yeah, doesn't count. Not today.
just imagine this, Sam. As tough as these guys are, one or the other has got to be just literally put away.
That's the fact. And Wojo has given strict instructions to Carter not to wave that flag under any circumstances.
I'm sure that's true, and it's probably true for the reverse side also. Uh-oh, Rechsteiner caught the boots coming in. Wojo famous for those stomping.
Well, he's got to had a good teacher, Dr. Jerry Graham.
Wojo's a real man, Sullivan, and don't forget it!
More comments from Chris Carter.
He's putting his 2 cents in.
Cowboy Rex Bodie, the second for Scott Rechsteiner there, making sure that Carter doesn't physically interfere in this match.
There's no love lost between Carter and Bodie, that's for sure.
Rechsteiner being choked over that top rope. No disqualifications in this one either.
Literally anything can happen, right, Terry?
That's it. And that would include outside interference too, I would imagine. So
Probably so.
therefore, we've got to make sure that Bodie's got to make sure that he keeps one eye on Carter.
Wojo's on the ropes.
And he's coming up with the sledgehammer to the back of Scott Rechsteiner. Here comes Carter again.
The former and the new heavyweight champion of the world, Sullivan.
The Great Wojo again with a side headlock now on Scott Rechsteiner. The Great Wojo exceptionally vicious during this match. I expected that from him.
He wants this belt right here, Terry.
And I
He'll
think
do anything to do it.
I imagine, Sam, we'll see the similar tactics from Scott Rechsteiner, too. Now is not the time for scientific wrestling.
Wojo's got that hair. He's not letting go for anything.
These guys have come a long, long way since... Oh, Carter with the trunks. Right below you on your screen there. Carter had a handful of trunks. Innocently walking away when the referee called him on it.
He plays innocent so well, doesn't he?
He does. He does. Rechsteiner backed over that top rope. Wojo with a handful of hair. Looks like he's trying to break his neck.
He could do it. Anybody could do it. Wojo can do it.
I noticed, Sam, that Chris Carter still wears that Miller jacket. That's got
I'm not real happy with
straight
it.
on you a little bit.
I'm keeping my eyes on that man.
Certainly not exactly the kind of commercial endorsement you want to have, I guess.
That's right.
Rechsteiner pounding away, but Wojo again with a tug on the hair. Back to that side headlock. The flag match here.
Rechsteiner's been taking a lot of punishment here. He's got him over the ropes right above us. He's choking him.
Rechsteiner with a hammerlock on Rechsteiner, choking him over the top rope, using the bottom rope as leverage. If you joined us late in this flag match, the only way the bout can be ended is when one of the seconds, both of whom have a flag. The only way it can end is when one of the seconds waves the flag, signifying that their man has had enough.
Now Wojo's dishing it out, and it doesn't. Rechsteiner's in a lot of pain up here.
Rechsteiner is certainly taking a ton of punishment here from Wojo.
What's he gonna do now, Terry?
Oh, shoulder breaker. Wojo's got Rechsteiner in excruciating pain from that one. Trying to shake it off.
Terry, when Wojo starts dishing out that pain, he's got his opponent down. You notice he just get this smile on his face. He loves to dish out that pain.
He's sadistic.
And he wants that belt.
Well, a strategic retreat by Mr. Chris Carter. As Wojo continues his assault on the world heavyweight champion, Scott Rechsteiner. The title is at stake here.
Wojo is so psyched up for this bout, it's pathetic. He's pulling everything out to break Rechsteiner's physical condition and his mental spirit.
Exactly right. There's a punch by Chris Carter.
Shot.
Well, if his so-called champion is so tough, I don't know why his so-called champion can't win it on his own.
I hear what you're saying, Dave.
Again, Carter interfering.
This referee would take a little less time with Bodie and concentrate on what's happening to Rechsteiner here.
And again.
Here we go again.
Carter. Oh, Carter laid one in on the head of Rechsteiner.
That stunned him.
And here comes Bodie. Bodie's on the run after Chris Carter. Look at Mr. Carter go now. Set an all-time land speed record around the ring. And Wojo now goes to work on the leg.
Look at Wojo. He's just smiling. He loves to dish out the punishment.
Wojo with his toe hold on Rechsteiner now.
What a great team this Rechsteiner and Bodie are together.
Absolutely. Wojo could be going for a spinning toe hold. He could be going for a figure four here.
This is bad on the knees, Terry. This is very bad on the knees.
You're right. He could pop that knee. The fans chanting away, "We want Scott." Rechsteiner has got to get something going here. Wojo sits back on that left leg. The Great Wojo exhibiting his mastery of professional wrestling now.
And he incorporates it with his amateur moves also, which is even more devastating. And Wojo, he's just sitting there laughing.
The Great Wojo has got the legs of Scott Rechsteiner in a bad way. He's got them all tied up. Rechsteiner's going to have great difficulty walking at this point. The blood, the circulation being cut off here.
His cartilages in those knees are being stretched to their limits.
The fans rallying behind the world heavyweight champion.
He does that to him a couple more times, Terry.
Cowboy Rex Bodie with a look of concern on his face, urging his support for Scott Rechsteiner.
Rechsteiner has got to do something soon here.
Scott Rechsteiner, that championship could be slipping away from him now.
I don't know how he's going to get up, Terry.
Wojo very confidently stalking the ring, stalking Rechsteiner.
I don't know if he can get up or not.
I don't think he can at this point. He's got to get the circulation going again in those legs.
Knees have taken so much punishment this last 5 minutes.
And Rechsteiner, though, grabs himself a leg. And some of his own medicine, but Carter is there. Trips up Scott Rechsteiner. Cowboy
Scotty.
Yeah. Scott Rechsteiner with an eye towards Chris Carter.
Here's the world champion that we know.
Rechsteiner again dangerously close to Chris Carter, though. He's got to maneuver himself around into his own territory. Oh! Carter laid one in right on the jaw, and here comes Bodie after Carter. There they go. You can see him running around the ring on your screen now as Rechsteiner continues to work away. It is a flag match for the World Heavyweight Championship back in the days when Scott Rechsteiner still held the belts. These days, of course, since this match, the Great Wojo has managed to defeat Scott Rechsteiner and once again reign as champion. Chris Carter with the flag in the corner of the Great Wojo. It's Bodie in Rechsteiner's corner, and so far, neither one of the seconds has waved the flag and submitted for his man.
You know, Terry, these are particularly brutal matches. I don't like them, but I couldn't help thinking as I was watching the match and as it progressed on and the brutality of it, of Wojo in his amateur days, watching Wojo in the Olympic trials, watching Wojo wrestling representing the United States. Boy, things really changed.
Come a long, long way. We've got much more to come in this match. We will see the exciting conclusion of this flag match when we return.
And don't forget, for information on how Championship Wrestling can be used for your next fundraiser, write to Championship Wrestling, 3030 Roosevelt Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46218.
I have with me the world's most dangerous wrestler, Dick the Bruiser. Also, Fox Radio, I'm talking about Killer Kilpatrick.
Thank you, Bob. Good to be here. He's such a good friend of mine, I call him my tag team partner. Killer Kilpatrick from the Fox Radio Network right here in Indianapolis. That's 103.3
Right.
FM dial. Now, Bob, the reason I've got Killer out here, give me 5, Killer, baby.
David.
All right.
Feel the power.
Killer is always in Catalina, and I have to go out and I have to pick him up at the airport every week. But you'll see that Killer along with the Bruiser every week at this time. And he'll always have his swimsuit on and his beautiful Fox Classic
he's looking good, isn't he?
shirt, because he's actually my tag team partner in the afternoon at Fox Radio.
All right.
Now, he and I are hosting several things on through this week, next week for a month, and we're going to be hosting like Fox Robot Boxing. I know you love boxing.
Oh, love boxing. Love it.
Yes, Craig, the Killer, Kilpatrick, and myself, we host that. We're going to be on the Abate program helping the muscular dystrophy. We're going to be at the War Memorial of Vietnam veterans. We're going to help a lot of people. Stay tuned. I'll let you know at Fox Radio. Good.
Right on the money, Dick.
Competitive match this is, as all the series were between Rechsteiner and the Great Wojo, Denny.
Did you feel your blood pressure raising as you watched these two super athletes watch the tension evolve to the point, well, the flag match?
Yeah. And remember now, we found out after this match that Wojo had imparted very explicit instructions to Carter not to wave that flag no matter what. Keep that in mind as we take you back to ringside for the conclusion.
Look at the legs of Wojo. He's wobbly. He's
Rubber leg. There's one more time. We're going
about
for it here.
6 times.
At least.
How much more can he take?
Oh, here comes Wojo, Rechsteiner after Carter now. Again, Wojo maneuvers Rechsteiner into his area. Carter is right there. Bodie had better be on the lookout as Carter grabs himself some trunks. Wojo with a sledgehammer. And
Wojo's pulling out everything he's got left because
he's digging down deep, Sam. He's got to have that adrenaline flowing now. He's thinking of that championship belt.
that's it.
Rechsteiner hurled out of the ring.
He hit
Right by Carter.
He hit hard.
Come on, Bodie, get around there. Don't let Carter near him. Bodie's right there with Rechsteiner.
This may give time for Wojo to regain his strength.
Wojo now working away on Rechsteiner. Out of the ring on the other side goes Rechsteiner. And Wojo's going to follow him.
Oh, Bodie's right there, though. Uh-oh.
There's that sledgehammer again across the back of Rechsteiner. Wojo pounding away on him.
Oh, he's working him over.
Referee is counting. I don't know why. There's no countouts. Head first into the steel post. And that's going to take a lot out of Rechsteiner. Bodie trying to keep Wojo away from Rechsteiner.
Another post.
He caught the steel post on the other side, Sam.
Rechsteiner's in a bad way here. Now Rechsteiner's got to be the one to start digging down deep, Terry.
Bodie, I believe, is telling Rechsteiner there's no hurry to get back in. There are no countouts. Oh! Wojo caught him, I believe, with his shoulder there. The foot Rechsteiner knocked him right off of the ring. Congratulating now between Carter and Wojo as Rechsteiner again tries to return to the ring. He's back in. Wojo scoops him up. Ooh, backbreaker by the former champion, the Great Wojo. And there's backbreaker number 2, and look at him stretch that back. Just grinding away here. Rex Bodie around to urge on Scott Rechsteiner. And Chris Carter. We have to keep our eyes on this Carter still. I just don't trust him.
I don't like turning my back on him either.
In the meantime, you can see the pain and punishment that Wojo's inflicting on the world champion, Scott Rechsteiner.
Those backbreakers are so tough. Take so much steam out of you.
Wojo positioning him now for a Backbreaker, I believe. Can't get him over, though. Oh! Dropped him down right across that top rope. Drags him back into the ring now. And now the shoes on the other foot, Sam.
Rechsteiner's got to recover fast.
Backbreaker, a submission hold. Now this could be, Rechsteiner might not be able to take this too long. I'm sure all of us have seen many, many men submit very, very quickly to this one.
The pain that's caused by this move is unbelievable.
Wojo released him. Rechsteiner did not, in fact, submit. Again, with the flag match, both Bodie and Carter have a flag. The only way the match can end is when one of them waves the flag, signifying that their man has had enough. Wojo picked up on the... Oh, brother, he dropped him right down across his tailbone. Just had to jam that spine right up him. And Scott Rechsteiner going for the abdominal stretch. Carter is ready to come into the ring. Here comes Bodie. Carter going to the top rope.
What's Carter up to, Barry? What's he going to do?
Carter's in the top rope and drove the
end of that flag.
Just drove the point of the flag into the back of Rechsteiner. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is it? I believe he waved the flag there, Sam.
The ref's putting a hand up with Wojo.
Now, did Carter wave that flag? Is that what happened?
I think that might have what have happened. When he hits Rechsteiner with the flag, it opened up.
Unfurled.
And it unfurled.
And the match continues. But I think the referee has called for the bell. I'm not sure here. Oh! Carter down right into the throat. Yeah, that's what the referee is doing. He is signifying that that flag did wave.
Gone absolutely berserk. We're not sure the results here yet, but I think the flag was waved by Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee's decision, when Chris Carter came off the top rope, the flag waved. Therefore, the Wojo has submitted the winner, Scott Rechsteiner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting conclusion to that match. Chris Carter sort of ended up waving that flag, sort of, on behalf of the Great Wojo, causing him to lose that match.
Well, we definitely know something about Chris Carter now, Terry. Not only does he maybe have something loose upstairs, but the man can't follow instructions.
And as we alluded to in the beginning of the match, this is sort of what started the animosity which has now reached the boiling point between Chris Carter and the Great Wojo. We've made reference to the one time that Carter and Graham have met since Jerry Graham's auto accident, the match where we can't show on television because of its brutality. Great Wojo was involved in that bout, and he is right at the top of something Chris Carter carries around now, he calls his hit list.
The hit list. The hit list. Without going into the details of that, it scares me that people are coming out here talking about hit lists, and talking about marking men. What is the sport coming to, Terry?
Yeah. Well, of course, when Chris Carter is concerned, you have to throw rationality right out the window. But the Great Wojo, nonetheless, right at the top of Carter's hit list. Coming up in the program today, fans, the battle between the two biggest men ever to collide in the center of the ring at a given time, Yukon Moose Cholak and the Kentucky Butcher. Team USA will be on the program today against Muhammad Jihad Saad and Bulldog Don Kent. Plus, we'll later on see Cowboy Rex Bodie against Master of the Chicago Chain Gang. That's all coming up.
And don't forget, for information on how Championship Wrestling can be used for your next fundraiser, write to Championship Wrestling, 3030 Roosevelt Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46218.
I have with me from Tampa, Florida. I'm talking about Rufus Redbone, 240 pounds. I see you have your manager with you today. Is he any brighter than he was the last time you were here?
I've got the world's greatest manager right here, Bob Butter. The Dark Angel. Right here. We formed an alliance. We're the world's greatest team right here,
buddy. It's the case of the blind leading the blind. I want to hear something.
What do you want to hear? What do you want to know? You know, Blackbone's out to destroy a few of these people around here. Some of them been running their mouth. They've been saying derogatory things about me. Me, of all people, I've never bothered anybody in my life.
How? Wait a minute.
Lice, I was thinking about you. What?
I don't like that.
You don't like what?
Hold it. How can you talk about these hillbillies like that?
They are some hillbillies, too. You know, I was looking at this picture.
There's two of the finest wrestlers in the country.
Blackbone and myself? Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
But I was looking at this picture of Cousin Lucy.
Come on, don't
And I kept looking at it and studying it, and I couldn't find the scars. They didn't show the scars, Bob. You know, the scars where he had his brain removed? It wasn't in there anywhere. I didn't see none of it. Now, I want you people out there in television land, all over the country, wherever you are, to come see the matches in your area so you can see me live and in person. So you can see, put the camera on Blackbone, too. What's the matter with you people? You don't understand how this is done? Is this a TV station or what?
I'm getting tired of talking to him.
Hey, you listen to what he tells you. Cousin Lucy, Bubbles, and Buford, we're coming after you.
A sport populated by some of the biggest men ever to appear in any kind of athletic competition. And two of the biggest, the Kentucky Butcher. Remember him? 7 feet 4 inches tall, 580 pounds. And of course, I know you're familiar with Moose Cholak.
The Moose. And you know, when these two men got in the ring, Guinness has got this in their annals as one of the biggest matches ever to take place.
Well, the biggest.
There was never more poundage in a wrestling ring anywhere in the world, Terry, and it was really something to see, this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Well, this one had been simmering for quite a number of months, and the fans certainly look forward to it with a great deal of anticipation to this match. We take you back in the archives now for Yukon Moose Cholak and the Kentucky Butcher.
These two giants square off again. Moose with the standing wrist lock on the Kentucky Butcher. And he's pulling that. He's pulling it back. Look at him. Butcher in a lot of pain now. Let's see if he's got enough power to throw Moose off here with this one. Well, he didn't. My gosh, give Moose a lot of credit for that one. I think Moose Cholak, in my book, is one so far on point, Sam.
I think you're right. Just can't believe the power that these two men have.
Whoa.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa. Jeez.
I think 3 rows of the fans just walked out of the way.
Bailed out, yeah. They lock up again in the referee hold. These two giant wrestlers. Butcher, a couple of fists right into the side.
You know, Terry, I don't think I've seen the Kentucky Butcher ever go up against a tougher opponent than Moose Cholak. I think this is the biggest man he's ever faced.
Beyond a doubt, yes it is. And a Moose, a couple of good old-fashioned right hands into the chin of the Kentucky Butcher, tosses him out of the ring. Good Lord! Oh! And if that man gets up from that...
Did you hear the floor shake, Terry?
Hear it? I felt it, man. I'm telling you. Jeez.
I think the chandeliers are intact. I think we're all right.
Well, no, count it out. Butcher did not get back. I wondered.
Denny, I'll never forget the Kentucky Butcher sailing through the ropes and onto the floor, and that thud, which literally shook the whole place.
Let me ask you this, Terry. How would you feel if you were in the first row on the side of the ring that he came out of?
I feel glad I was still alive, as a matter of fact. Great victory, though, for one of our favorites, Yukon Moose Cholak. Certainly one of our favorite tag team combinations is coming up next, Team USA. Denny, we look forward to seeing you and Calypso in action when we return against Muhammad Jihad Saad and Bulldog Don Kent.
Don't forget, for information on how Championship Wrestling can be used for your next fundraiser, write to Championship Wrestling, 6218.
Hogwaller, Tennessee, 340 pounds. I'm talking about Big Cousin Luke. In behind me, I have Big Cousin Buford, 380 pounds, Hogwaller. And this man's known all over the world. I'm talking about Calypso Jim, the Jamaican heavyweight champion.
How you doing, man?
Fine.
I'm glad to be back here on Bruiser Bedlam Day. You know, I noticed they have a lot of top talent here, man, today. You know, they got the Dark Angel here, but one thing I come back in looking for, and that's you, Goldilocks. And you know I'm going to get them shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Now, I understand that a Cousin Luke is looking for him, and you got Cousin Beautiful looking for him. You got a lot of heat on you, man. Tell them about it, Cousin Luke. Tell them what's going to happen.
Yeah, I tell you, we got Calypso Jim back here. You know, can't never be more prouder than the man that got me into this business, Bob. I tell you, Calypso taught me how to drop kick, and that's been my mainstay through my career.
Right.
Golden Lion, I don't know if you felt both of them coming together, but I know you felt Calypso's drop kick, and I know you felt my drop kick. You imagine with all 4 of those feet coming at you, and we get old Big Beulah here drop kicking. You imagine all 6 feet coming at your big self.
Have you seen this big boy Blackbone work yet?
Yes, man. I ran into him down in Tampa, Florida. You know, Blackbone is nothing to play with, but I'm going to tell you something, Blackbone. When you get in the ring, I'm not going to take nothing lightly about you, because I understand that he got a hold of Dick the Bruiser, and Bruiser had to give 100% to get a pin, 1, 2, 3. Blackbone, you're something else, but I'm going to tell you something. When I pop you with that big headbutt, it's going to be another 1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you, Jim, he's got this little weasel working with him now. I'm talking about the Dark Angel. You know, he'll do anything.
I know all about the Dark Angel.
I swear you do.
He'll do anything to get a match.
That was my fault. I wasn't watching.
Where the hell? It's still on. If you watch right over.
Champions, Denny. That's one thing that, as much as certain of your competitors, competition might knock you as champions, one thing they can never say is that you duck opponents.
No, and this match that we're going to see, Terry, was definitely a test of our ability as both wrestlers and tag team champions, because the 2 men, like them or not, are tough. Bulldog Kent, Muhammad Jihad Saad, the Beirut terrorists, both tough men. Very, very tough.
That they are, and we will see right now what happens when Team USA defends the belts against Saad and Kent.
That Kent packs so much power.
He does. He truly does. And now Saad's going to work over Calypso Jim.
Suplex. That body jarring maneuver.
Oh,
my goodness.
He put that knee right into his nose.
Boy, he moved his nose 3 inches in.
Jim has got to start moving here. He's got to start coming back.
Calypso's definitely in enemy territory here.
No question about it.
Fans getting on side. And Kass has had enough again. He comes in. He can't take it anymore. And once again, referee Terry DeMora maneuvers him out as Kent maneuvers his way in.
Oh, Don Kent working over the full fist into Calypso Jim's face. You know, I feel sorry for Terry DeMora, the referee here, because he's having a hard time controlling these 4.
Definitely. Good point, Sam.
But the problem is, Saad and Kent know that, and he uses it to their advantage to take advantage of their opponents.
Sure. Sam, you know, from your experience as a referee, how difficult it is for one man to stay in control of 4.
Oh, it's incredible.
Well, Calypso Jim working very effectively, at least he was, until Saad moved in.
He raked him across the eyes. Saad raked Calypso Jim right across the eyes, blinded him.
And head first.
Just the knee right in the chest.
First.
Oh, he's plummeting him right over our table right here.
Kent laying in some heavy artillery on this Calypso Jim. Makes the tag now. Saad takes over.
Denny Kass wanting to get into the fray, but he just can't seem to get over there. Can't get the tag.
Ooh, big back body drop by Muhammad Saad.
Saad's going for, the knee to the head again.
In on his man. 1, 2. Another close call. Calypso's got to get over there.
So many. Here we go.
He's got him rolled up, but no, sir. Only a 2 count.
So many times I've seen in the past that Calypso Jim digs deep, goes into his very soul, and comes back when he's getting this kind of punishment. And he's going to have to do that tonight, gentlemen, because he is getting the workout of his life by these 2.
He certainly is. It's been a real unending amount of punishment gone here for about the last 6 or 7 minutes.
Kass is raring to go, but Calypso can't get to him.
Denny Kass over in the corner trying to rally Calypso Jim, encouraging. And Jim fires away on Kent.
Here he comes.
He nailed him there twice.
Headbutt. Hey, but Saad broke up that tag attempt again. Or will he? Let's see if he can make it over. Saad trying to prevent him from getting there. Giving Kent enough time to recover. And Calypso Jim.
He's just working over Bulldog Don Kent. He's right in my corner here, and I can't believe the shots that he's been giving Don Kent. Uh-oh.
We've got a four-way now. First head-on collision there. Saad and Kent.
I think we've got Bruiser Bedlam here, gentlemen.
I think so. Over the top goes Muhammad Saad. Calypso is waiting with Kent. We may see a very urgent introduction of sorts.
Take each other out.
Saad he's out of it. And Denny Kass is now, he's fresh. He's working over Bulldog Don Kent.
He is fresh. He is fresh.
Calypso
Yes, indeed.
Jim getting his second win. And over the top goes the Bulldog. Oh, from behind.
That's it. That's it. It's all over. It's all over. Calypso Jim and Denny Kass. They maintain their World Championship Tag Team title.
Well, of course, long may they reign. Still the World Tag Team Champions, Denny Kass and Calypso Jim. I know that Saad and Kent would certainly like another opportunity against you two. You've also got the Chicago Chain Gang hot on your trail. You've got a team of Chris Carter and Muhammad Jihad Saad. The list of challengers just doesn't end.
And we like it because, you know, as iron sharpens iron, wrestling these top-flight wrestlers that the WWA has, putting the title on the line so the matches really mean something, it just makes us better. And they can learn everything that we do, Terry. They can learn what we do as far as a team and study our tapes. It'll just make us better because we got to come up with something else to beat them.
Well, you seem to do that. It's something new and fresh every time. And I imagine that must be an important part of your strategy in there, to always try to come up with something new to prevent people from studying your tapes too closely and knowing what to expect.
Let me tell you quite honestly, Terry, there's nothing new about the formula to winning. It's hard work, it's sweat, and it's more hard work. It's wrestling smart, okay? There's no secrets to it. It's a lot of hard work, believe me. But anybody can do it if they're willing to set their mind to it.
And it certainly pays off, and the illustration of that is right there in Denny's lap. Fans, we will return. We mentioned one half of the Chicago Chain Gang. It'll be Master in action against Cowboy Rex Bodie.
To Championship Wrestling, 3030 Roosevelt Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46218.
I have with me the one and only Dark Angel. I want to ask you something. Every time I mention the name Calypso Jim...
No, don't mention that name.
You look like you just had a hemorrhoid operation.
You know, last time I saw Calypso Jim, he was sweating like Jimmy Swaggart in the church parking lot. If that man shows up around here, he's going down. I'm going to drop him like a bad habit. You understand that?
I understand.
Because Calypso Jim, he gets on my nerves. Now, I'm here to explain a few things.
Explain it.
And this is it. Don't rush me, Bob. I'm a superstar. Wait a minute.
All right.
Let me get this right.
Oh, spare me, spare me.
You know you ain't seen nobody as pretty as me, except for possibly the Golden Lion, the world's champion. You know that I've brought the Golden Lion to the heights of world champion. I did not have to be by his side all the time. He is true championship material. Unlike Lucy and Buford, you know, the twins that come out all the time.
You got a lot of heart.
Well, I do have a lot of heart.
You got a lot of heart.
And them guys got a lot of something. Man.
There's two of the finest wrestlers in the country today. You know it.
Man.
What'd I say?
I thought you was talking about, last time I see anything that big, it was hanging in a beat meat locker on a hook, hanging there, sitting around waiting.
All right,
and guys was punching on them and training on them. I brought my guys in there, they did it. Blackbone was hitting on them, I was hitting on them. I gave him a kick every once in a while.
You've hit on a lot of people.
I don't, only in the ring. Only when I'm in the ring and I'm supposed to hit on somebody. You don't see me interfering in the matches like you see Dick the Bruiser interfering in matches all the time when he's there ringside.
Hey, that's enough of that.
No.
Don't you say anything derogatory about
What are you showing me, your IQ, Bob?
All right.
Don't be pointing your finger at me. I'm a superstar.
Hey, don't talk IQ. You're the only man in professional wrestling whose IQ and shoe size is the same. All right, let's go.
You've been talking to my wife? Now let me explain something to all you pea pickers, all you pig farmers, all you second-rate hillbillies driving up to the cars, you know, driving up with little cars that are jacked up in the back, people chasing around behind and holding them up so they'll get to the shows. Come out and see us because we're superstars in professional wrestling. Personally, me, I'm worth the price of a ticket by myself. And then you get some of these other guys. Do you know when you have Buford and Lucy in the ring, no matter where you go, it's just like having a six-man tag match because those two are equal to 3 men. You understand that? I mean big men, too. They don't bother me. Now, let me explain something to all you people. I'm too good to be out here, but I'm here anyway. I'm hot. I'm tired. It's nasty. I don't want any problems at any of you guys out there. And when you're at the shows and you see me, the Dark Angel, treat me with respect. Hand me a Coke. Hand me a thing. Introduce me to your daughters, preferably the ones under 21. But a little bit older than, you know, the regular age there, Rudder, because we don't want them as young as you like them, but we want them young. Young and beautiful, that's what I'm accustomed to.
Under 200 pounds, huh?
200 pounds. That's a... You do know my ex-wife. Because she's a big one, boy. She's... You know, when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. But let's get back to this wrestling gig right here. Treat me like the superstar that I am. Treat Blackbone like the superstar that he is. Treat... everybody I'm associated with, don't be out here with little snot-nosed kids talking to me anymore. And you in TV land, worship me, obey me, because I am the greatest of all time, the Dark Angel. And you know what? I've seen you paying off a referee the other day.
Outside interference recently.
Well, that's right, Terry. And in this particular match, when you wrestle against any one of the Chicago Chain Gang, Master or Blaster, you don't wrestle one man. You wrestle all three of them. You wrestle Master, you wrestle Blaster, you wrestle the Dark Angel. And as you're going to see in the tape, they were outside the ring. One thing I'd like to note is there was a particularly tough injury incurred by Master here.
That's right.
And in fact, I think it might have cost him the match. He dislocated his elbow. I've had a similar injury myself back in my amateur wrestling days. It's probably the most painful of injuries that you can imagine. And I think this had something to do with him eventually losing.
Yeah. And we didn't really know it at the time, obviously, but if you watch at the end of the match, if you watch Master's left arm, you will see it is very, very obvious. But Bodie had physically threatened the Dark Angel prior to this match because of prior interference. He threatened to bulldog him. Let's see what happens now as we take it to ringside.
Oh, a text came in from Texas, and he's ready.
And Bodie again now putting the boots to Master. Whoa, right into the midsection of Master. Uh-oh, watch out, he didn't go out. Master finally to his feet. I think he's still feeling the effects from that backwards drop that he took there.
I think the Cowboy is too.
Yeah.
But he's still determined.
Side headlock now by Master. Dark Angel's on the apron over on the other side. I don't know what he's on here now, double teaming. That's what the Dark Angel is doing, distracting the referee so we can get a double team in here.
You can actually say triple team, so to speak, against Rex.
Oh, the big clothesline by Master. You know, Rex Bodie had some comments before this match about the manager on the outside. He threatened to bulldog him. You know, Bodie's had a lot of trouble with managers over the past few months. Between Saad and Dark Angel interfering in his matches, he's had about enough. So the fair warning went out to the Dark Angel prior to this bout.
That was close.
Kick
Almost
out.
Came down with a
just
third.
in time. Side headlock by Master. They're into the corner, but Bodie, can he throw him off? He does. That ring went several inches too. Right, over the top. Over, up, and down he went. And again, Bodie whips his man into the corner, follows in. And the big monkey flip. And that's a big monkey to flip.
Well, that's a massive humanity.
Bodie, uh-oh. Face first that time into the turnbuckle. And he's just throwing this guy around like he's a limp rag. Nice move, takes the big man over. Cowboy Rex just got a thunderous ovation from the crowd here tonight. They're all rooting for him.
He's popular.
Yeah.
He's a likable person.
Of course, nobody's got a whole lot of extra love in their hearts for the chain gang. Uh-oh. Suplex. The Bodie shaking it off. Back to his feet. There's the whip. Bodie off of the ropes. Uh-oh, caught with that clothesline again. And Master is in for the count. Let's see. No, sir.
No, Rex not about to let it happen.
Master backs him up out of the ropes. And let's fly with a forearm on the Texan. And again, the use of the ropes here. That time he caught the knee. Ooh. Right in the midsection that time. Rolls him over, in for the count. Bodie's on the ropes, though. Count can't go in when a man's got his...
Master wants to count. Foot was outside the ropes, as you pointed out, Terry.
Master moves him into the corner, laid a hard one in on the Cowboy, and that woke him up, brother. Bodie spins him around. Let's fly with a couple of good forearms. Demora calling for the break. Get him out of the corner. Bodie handling this big guy pretty well so far. Keep in mind, the man outweighs him by 80 pounds.
Cowboy's coming from Austin with
Yes,
those
sir.
lefts.
And he's got both guns loaded tonight, for sure. Whip off the ropes. And there's the third clothesline we've seen in this bout. Master climbs to the top rope.
Let's hope the ropes hold.
Bodie, you better move in and capitalize on this very quickly.
Well, he would, but Terry was in the way. Terry Demora, the referee.
Bodie wasted some valuable time there. Bodie's got that side headlock. As the Dark Angel climbs into the ring. And Bodie got him. Right in the middle of that bulldog. Here comes Blaster. Blaster takes a drop kick from Bodie. Bodie flips Master over as the referee bodily ejects the Dark Angel.
Rex with the big win.
Well, Bodie lived up to his promise, and he handled that manager.
I think he handled all three of them pretty well.
Well, Denny, it was obviously quite a successful night for Cowboy Rex Bodie, a man who accomplished what he set out to.
Yeah, I think in hockey they'd call that a hat trick, because he not only took care of Master, he broke his arm, he took care of Blaster, and he got his hands on the Dark Angel. I'm very happy for Rex because he finally started to get what his due is.
Yeah, well, he's been taking a lot of punishment from people on the outside recently, and it was sort of good to see him get a little bit of what was a little bit of paying some dues, so to speak.
Well, I enjoyed that match very much. I am happy for one other thing. He saved enough of the chain gang for us.
Yeah.
And believe me, we'll meet with the chain gang again.
We look forward to seeing that one. Thanks once again to one half of Team USA, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Denny Kass. Fans, we'll be right back.